Sabi, in-announce ni dating NBI Director Jaime Santiago na siya po ay pinilit habang director pa siya, hindi niya maaaring sabihin yung totoo na may pressure sa kanya na mag-resign. Kinausap ako ni Director Santiago at sinabi niya, ang request ko lang, wag kayong mag-fake news. Paulit-ulit niyang sinasabi yon. It seemed to me like a coded message saying, mag-iingat kayo sa ganyan, binabantayan kayo. And now he was pressured to resign his position in the NBI. Bakit? Kasi binigyan niya kami ng pagkakataon to be on our guard. Sabi, in-announce ni dating NBI Director Jaime Santiago na siya po ay pinilit na mag-resign. Actually, matagal na namin pinagsususpetsahan yan. Of course, habang nandun pa siya, habang director pa siya, hindi niya maaaring sabihin yung totoo na may pressure sa kanya na mag-resign. Para ang isang napansin ko, kung maaalala ninyo, nag-issue ng subpoenas ang NBI sa mga vloggers supposedly for fake news. Nung pumunta ako, at halos ako lang yata ang pumunta, I represented myself, Dr. Ethel Pineda, several others, and, and of course, me. So nakipag-usap ako kay Director Santiago, then Director Santiago. Uy, salamat yung hashtag, tay kami naman. Maraming salamat sa inyo. So, kinausap ako ni Director Santiago at sinabi niya, ang request ko lang, wag kayong mag-fake news. Paulit-ulit niyang sinasabi yon. And nag-live ako after that. I also posted it on Luminous. But what I noticed was this, and what we weren't able to say then. Every time I asked him a question, he just said, tinatanong ko, ano ba to? May kaso ba kami? Iniimbestigahan mo ba kami? He just put his hand on the table and said, basta wag kayong mag-fake news. It seemed to me like a coded message saying, mag-iingat kayo sa ganyan, binabantayan kayo. So that was my takeaway. And now he was pressured to resign his position in the NBI. Bakit? Kasi binigyan niya kami ng pagkakataon to be on our guard. And that, among other things na alam naman natin sino yung puppet master dito, sino yung power behind the throne na nagtutulak ng mga appointments and disappointments, kumbaga. Sabi ni Truth Matters, he looks like a good person. Yes, Director Santiago, I used to appear before Director Santiago when he was still a judge in the RTC. Sabi niya, kinikwento ko nga with the other lawyers who were present. Tapos he was trying not to be, ako patawa lang ako ng patawa during the meeting. Sinasabi ko pa na sabi niya, ako kilala niyo ako. Sabi niya, mabait naman ako, hindi naman ako yung type na unduly pa-aresto ko kayo kahit wala naman kayong ginagawa. Sabi ko, sir, opo, kilala ko kayo. Suma-appear ako sa courtroom ninyo. Sabi ko, mabait kayo. In fact, very fair kayo. Yun na nga yung problema. Pag dumating ka na wala kang witness, makakarinig talaga. Tawa siya doon eh. Sabi ni Dodong Putik, meron po ba kayong strategic move sa gagawing rally ng INC ngayong Nobyembre? I hear it's all about transparency and anti-corruption. Well, I assure you, if there was some strategic move, then wouldn't discretion be the better part of valor in this case? Hindi po sila magkapatid ni Senator Miriam at si Director Santiago. Maraming salamat kay Melvin. Okay, so sa ngayon, hashtag tay kami naman. And I will keep reiterating it all throughout our live today. So, ano pa ba? Yung kay Director Santiago, well, it is clear that the power behind the throne ang may pakana nito at siya po ang nag-pressure na mag-resign si Director Santiago because he had the temerity to try to act fairly, especially towards the bloggers. At least that's what I see. That is my opinion on why he was pressured to leave the NBI. Ngayon, pag-usapan natin yung rally. Sa ngayon, although I understand na may nilalabas na mga announcements, ako I have to verify. But yes, we've been hearing about an INC rally sometime this month. Hindi ko pa sure kung anong date yung mga yan. Iba-iba yung pinag-uusapan na dates. So, in this case, suportado namin yan. As far as I can see right now, sinusuportahan namin yan. So, sinusuportahan ko ang kahit anong paninindigan, ang mga taong titindig kung lumalaban sila sa korupsyon. Pero yung totoong laban, hindi yung hinahaluan ng politika, hindi yung kontra korupsyon, pero dapat mag-resign si Inday. Ha? Si Inday nga ang dumadaan sa proseso, everybody else, wala pa. ICI lang yung dinadaanan nila. Anong tawag doon? That's just an investigation. Samantalang si VP Inday, nasa proseso, finailan nga siya ng kaso sa ombudsman eh. And guess who the ombudsman is right now? So, wala pa po munang detalye, ilo-launch pa muna natin November 23. Okay, the details will be announced then. Bakit namin hindi pa nilalabas ang mga detalye? Ayaw natin na masabotahe. Okay? Ina-announce namin ngayon para kung sakasakaling may mag-attempt na tapatan nila. Katulad nung kabilang parlor, nag-announce tayo ng rally, nag-announce din sila ng rally para ma-dilute yung intentions natin at yung attendance natin. So, the same thing here, hindi pa po muna kami naglalabas ng mga detalye, how it's going to be done, and paano yung sa mga nasa abroad and all that, and kung merong acceptable na E6. But for now, hashtag Tay Kami naman at paki-repost yung announcement that it will be launched at the Davao Fun Run. Sabi ni, ang call to action for every possible rally moving forward is rally against corruption. Do you think magkakaroon ng actual call out na mag-demand na ng BBM resign? I think this is just the really logical conclusion to that. The only reason certain groups are not saying na mag-resign ang Pangulo is because yun nga, hina-hijack ng kabilang parlor who want VP Inday to resign despite the fact na wala naman siyang kinalaman sa flood control, number one. Number two, they're raising the issue of alleged corruption dun kay VP Inday. Samantalang mayroon na siyang hinaharap. All of these, they have been fleshed out in Congress, they have been, the case has been filed with the Ombudsman for investigation and so on. Si VP Inday humaharap, hinarap nga niya yung kanyang impeachment. So, we have to defeat that argument. We have to, pummel it into the ground, grind it out with our feet. Because that thing is just ridiculous in the extreme. Oops, nahulog yung yung isang phone. So, pasensya na. So, do you think magkakaroon ng actual call out? I think the call out is already there. May mga tao lang na for strategic purposes, hindi nila isinasama sa kanilang pag-call out. Oops. Yan. Good morning, sabi ni Seamus. We're bracing and preparing for a typhoon coming this morning in Cebu City. I support Tatay Diggs ug kaming mga Bisaya, laban tayo. And dyan nga ako bilib na bilib sa mga Cebuano, nakaharap na sila sa parating na bagyo. Pero ayan, ready and willing to support Tatay Digong pa rin. Yun ang gusto ko rin yung ugnayan ng Cebu at saka ng Davao, nakakatuwa. Sabi ni It's Fudge, the call out is there, pretending to be deaf lang, kino-call out natin. Kasi tayo, wala tayong political considerations. May corruption. This person, it was on his watch. His watch. Siya na nga. Tapos, yung attempt niya to na sabihin na, oh, I'm the one who called it out. I'm the one who exposed it. I'm the one who created an ICI. That does not help him. And on the contrary, the ICI is widely believed to possibly be part of the cover-up, partly to immunize him from prosecution. So, hindi nakakatulong. If you really want an honest to goodness, objective investigation, hindi ikaw ang gagawa nun. Hindi ikaw ang magdidirect, hindi sila magre-report sa'yo. Because as the appointing authority, automatic, meron ka ng sway over them. Ano ba? Kaya ayan, china-challenge tuloy ngayon sa Korte Suprema ang legitimacy ng ICI. At ang sinasabi, ang basic ground na sinasite ng tao na nag-file ng petition is that may conflict of interest. Nasa executive din yung iniimbestigahan. And in fact, the primary agency related or suspected in this particular case, the DPWH, is directly under the office of the President. Is in fact, the DPWH Secretary is in fact the alter ego of the President. Paano ka ba naman yan? Iniisip nila ng iba, hindi, meron naman President. Ano yung President? Yung Agrava Commission, also created by Marcos Sr., who ended up giving 2 reports, one against the government and one in favor of it. Sus. Sabi ni Ma'am Patty, the DICT is also warning, coinciding with November 5th, almost a yearly event, a DDoS or distributed denial of service may occur on that date, meaning worldwide cyber attacks may cause internet disruption. Yep. It's also, well, maraming